Imagine this a world where grocery stores turn into barren wastelands, shelves stripped clean, and fresh produce vanishes overnight. Sounds like a nightmare, right? But what if I told you this isn't just a far-fetched scenario? The world around us is becoming more unstable every single day. Deadly climate disasters, unrelenting pandemics, and escalating geopolitical conflicts are pushing our food supply to the brink, and it's about to get a whole lot worse. Raging wildfires, crop-destroying floods, crippling droughts, it's almost as if nature is staging a war against our survival. Add to that the chaos of supply chain failures during pandemics, where a simple virus can halt life as we know it, leaving stores emptied and families desperate. And then there's the global tension, nations locking horns, restricting food exports, and sending prices spiraling out of control. What can you do when the world comes crashing down around you? The answer is preparation. And right now, there's one thing you need in your arsenal: canned food. These shelf-stable lifesavers could mean the difference between survival and hunger in the months to come. Stay with us, because today, we're breaking down the 20 essential canned foods you must stockpile immediately to prepare for the coming fall shortages. Don't wait, your future might depend on it. 20 canned tomatoes. When food becomes scarce and grocery store shelves are stripped bare, you'll need versatile, nutrient-packed staples to survive, and canned tomatoes are an absolute must-have in your arsenal. These unassuming cans aren't just a pantry item, they're your lifeline when fresh ingredients are no longer an option. Think about it: what happens when you can't get fresh tomatoes for your soups, pasta sauces, stews, or chili? Without canned tomatoes, you lose the foundation of some of the most filling and comforting meals you can make. Canned tomatoes are a powerhouse of antioxidants like lycopene, known to boost your immune system and fight off illnesses when you're at your most vulnerable. They're packed at their ripest, locking in nutrients and giving you a taste of freshness in a world gone dry. Whether it's hearty casseroles or a savory sauce to pour over your dwindling pasta supplies, canned tomatoes will be there to enrich and transform your survival meals. Don't underestimate their value when fall shortages hit and fresh produce becomes a luxury reserved for the few. These cans of vibrant red will be your secret weapon. Stockpile them now. Trust me, when the world feels like it's falling apart, a single can of tomatoes could be the difference between bland survival and life-saving nourishment. 19 canned chicken. When the world spirals into chaos and food supplies dwindle, one thing becomes clear: you'll need protein to stay strong and keep going. Enter canned chicken, the ultimate survival protein. This isn't just a convenience item, it's your lifeline when fresh meat is no longer available. Picture this: a time when grocery store freezers are empty, fresh chicken is nowhere to be found, and protein is as good as gold. That's when canned chicken steps up to save the day. This protein-packed powerhouse is as versatile as it is essential. From nutritious salads to hearty casseroles, from quick sandwiches to survival soups, canned chicken supercharges any dish with that rich flavor and filling goodness you'll desperately need in times of scarcity. It's shelf-stable, meaning it will sit quietly in your pantry, ready to deliver nourishment when everything else has run out. Unlike fresh meat, there's no refrigeration needed. Just pop open the can, and you've got a meal that keeps you moving forward. Don't make the mistake of underestimating its value. Canned chicken is compact, nutrient-rich, and built to last, which is exactly what you'll need as supply chains collapse and fresh protein becomes a distant dream. Stockpile it now, because when food shortages strike this fall, you'll want this protein-packed hero in your corner. 18 canned fruits. Think for a moment what happens when the fresh fruit aisles are empty and the sweet, vibrant colors of nature's bounty become a distant memory. No bananas, no apples, no oranges. That's the reality we could face as fall shortages take hold. But here's the good news: canned fruits can be your beacon of hope in a world stripped of freshness. They're not just a treat, they're a lifeline when access to vital nutrients dwindles. Canned fruits are packed with essential vitamins like vitamin C, which is critical for keeping your immune system strong during stressful and uncertain times. Whether fighting off illnesses or simply holding on to some semblance of a balanced diet, these sweet saviors are here to help. They're also more than just food, they're a morale booster. When cravings strike and all you have is bland rations, a bowl of juicy peaches or pineapple chunks could be the bright spot you need to push forward. Beyond being an effortless snack, canned fruits can transform into desserts, mix into oatmeal, or top off pancakes for a moment of sweetness in an otherwise bitter time. With their long shelf life and endless versatility, canned fruits should absolutely be a priority in your stockpile. If you ignore them now, the day may come when you regret not having that burst of fruity, life-sustaining energy among your survival supplies. Don't wait, secure your stash today. 17 canned chili. Picture this, it's the dead of winter, stores are wiped clean, and food is running low. You're cold, tired, and desperate for something hearty and filling to ease the gnawing hunger. That's when canned chili becomes your ultimate lifesaver. This isn't just food in a can, oh no. Canned chili is a complete, ready-to-eat meal packed with protein, rich flavors, and enough calories to keep you going when everything feels like it's falling apart. With its combination of beans, meat, and a bold, savory sauce, canned chili is designed to satisfy even the hungriest stomachs. It's versatile, too. Eat it straight from the can, heat it up over a flame, or pair it with bread, rice, or even a crumbling bag of crackers you've managed to salvage. It's filling, it's comforting, and most importantly, it provides the energy you'll desperately need during a crisis. When food shortages hit and fresh meat becomes impossible to find, canned chili ensures you still get the protein and nutrients your body craves for survival. Plus, with its long shelf life, you can stockpile it with confidence, knowing it'll be there when fresh food disappears. Don't overlook this gem. When hunger hits hard and options grow dim, a can of chili could be your saving grace. Stock up now, while you still can, you won't regret it. 16 canned fish. Imagine a world where fresh fish is nothing but a memory, no salmon fillets, no tuna steaks, and certainly no shrimp cocktails. Sounds grim, doesn't it? But in that reality, there's one thing that might just save your family's health and well-being: canned fish. This isn't just a pantry staple, it's an absolute essential for survival. From sardines to salmon to tuna, canned fish is brimming with protein, the building block your body needs to endure tough times. What sets canned fish apart is its versatility. You can whip up a tuna salad, toss it into pasta, make fish cakes, or simply eat it straight from the can in a pinch. It's lightweight, compact, and shelf-stable, making it the perfect addition to your emergency stockpile. But it doesn't stop there. Canned fish is also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are critical for your heart health, brain function, and immune system, things you cannot afford to neglect when resources are scarce. A single can of salmon might not only fill your belly but also keep your health in check when stress and malnutrition start wreaking havoc. 15 canned peaches. When food shortages strike and fresh produce vanish from store shelves, where will you turn for a taste of sweetness, nutrition, and a flicker of normalcy? Canned peaches might just be the answer, and they're far more than a simple treat. These golden fruits in a can could very well be survival disguised as dessert. Canned peaches are a powerhouse of versatility. You can eat them right out of the can for a quick, satisfying snack when resources are tight and fresh options are non-existent. Or you can turn them into something more: a smoothie, a pie filling, or even a tangy barbecue sauce to give bland, ration meals a spark of flavor. Don't forget, in times of chaos, comfort food isn't just a luxury, it's a lifeline. But beyond taste, canned peaches bring something essential to the table: nutrition. They're packed with vitamins, like vitamin C, that your body desperately needs during high-stress, survival situations. Their natural sugars can provide a much-needed energy boost, perfect for those moments when you feel drained and defeated. The shelf life of canned peaches is another reason to grab them now. They'll be there for you long after the fresh fruit is gone, retaining their flavor, texture, and nutritional value when you need it most. Sweet, versatile, and surprisingly important, canned peaches deserve a prime spot in your pantry. 14 canned coconut milk. Now imagine this: grocery store shelves are empty, favorite cooking staples are gone, and you're left scrambling to make every meal count. This is where canned coconut milk steps in, not just as an ingredient but as a game changer for your survival pantry. With its creamy texture and rich, tropical flavor, it has the power to transform the simplest of meals into nourishing, flavorful creations when other options are nothing but a fading memory. Canned coconut milk isn't just for exotic dishes, it's an incredibly versatile essential. Whisk it into soups or stews to add a luscious creaminess when dairy options are out of reach. Use it to bring life to curries, give body to smoothies, or bake it into desserts. It can even replace milk in your coffee or cereal during those dire mornings when everything else is gone. A single can turn bland, ration meals into something comforting, and when times become tough, small comforts matter more than you think. But it doesn't end there. This canned staple is packed with fats and nutrients to fuel your body through the most challenging times. Coconut milk's long shelf life guarantees it'll be ready when fresh dairy options are long gone from store shelves. 13 canned olives. Picture this: meal options are running thin, grocery shelves are wiped clean, and you're stuck with bland, lifeless dishes. Now imagine having just the right addition to completely transform your meals, adding flavor, depth, and a touch of sophistication: canned olives. These little gems aren't just a garnish, they're a survival must-have that can elevate your cooking, even in the darkest of times. Canned olives are incredibly versatile and can bring a burst of briny goodness to almost anything. Toss them into a simple salad, and suddenly you've got a meal worth savoring. Sprinkle them over a pizza, and you'll feel like you're dining in an upscale restaurant instead of scraping together survival rations. Mix them into a pasta dish, and what was once bland and uninspiring becomes complex, flavorful, and satisfying. Their unique saltiness and rich, earthy taste can take the edge off even the most meager meals. But the value of canned olives doesn't stop at flavor. Their long shelf life makes them a pantry powerhouse, keeping their taste and texture intact for whenever you need them. And in a scarcity scenario, those little bursts of bold flavor might be the morale boost your family needs. 12 canned sweet potatoes. Imagine a bleak future where fresh produce has vanished, and you're left scrambling to nourish your family with whatever is left. That's when canned sweet potatoes reveal their true value, not just as a food but as a lifeline. Packed with essential nutrients and boasting a natural sweetness, these golden gems can turn a desperate meal into something hearty, nourishing, and even comforting. Canned sweet potatoes are one of the most versatile items for your pantry. They're already cooked, which means less time and effort spent preparing meals when resources are scarce. Mash them up as a quick side dish when protein is all you have left. Use them in casseroles to add depth and heartiness when other vegetables are long gone. Or toss them into soups to create a satisfying meal that can stretch those dwindling supplies. The creamy texture and slightly sweet taste make them an invaluable addition to nearly any dish, whether savory or sweet. But there's more to these tin treasures than their flavor. They are loaded with nutrients your body will desperately need during tough times. High in fiber and rich in vitamins like A and C, canned sweet potatoes provide the energy and sustenance to help you power through when food options are slim. And with their long shelf life, they'll be ready for you long after fresh vegetables are just a memory. 11 canned evaporated milk. Picture the bleakness of a world where fresh milk is nowhere to be found. No cartons in the fridge, no jugs on store shelves, just barren aisles and empty coolers. Sounds terrifying, doesn't it? That's why canned evaporated milk is an absolute must for your pantry if you want to stay ahead of the coming fall shortages. This shelf-stable lifesaver can step in as the perfect substitute for fresh milk when your options are gone and desperation starts to set in. What makes evaporated milk so crucial? Its versatility. This creamy, concentrated version of milk is ideal for a huge range of recipes. Imagine whipping up decadent desserts like custards, puddings, or pies when morale is low, or creating rich, comforting sauces to enhance otherwise dull meals. Need to add creaminess to a soup or smooth out a casserole? Evaporated milk has you covered. Even your morning coffee can get an upgrade when fresh dairy is just a distant memory. But the real advantage lies in its shelf life. Unlike fresh milk that spoils quickly, canned evaporated milk will sit ready and waiting in your pantry for months, years, even making it a reliable source of creamy goodness when you need it most. Plus, it's fortified with vitamins and nutrients to ensure you're not missing out on essential sustenance during these tough times. 10 canned beans. When times get tough and the food supply dwindles to frightening levels, survival becomes a balancing act of nutrition, versatility, and shelf life. That's where canned beans come in, a true powerhouse in your pantry that could mean the difference between a filling meal and going hungry. These unassuming cans are more than just a convenience, they're a vital source of protein and fiber, ready to sustain you during the harshest shortages. Canned beans are incredibly versatile, adapting to almost any dish with ease. Feeling uninspired? Toss them into salads to bulk up a meal when fresh ingredients are rare. Need something hearty? Add them to stews, soups, or chillis to create a dish that's both satisfying and nourishing. From creamy cannellini to hearty black beans and chickpeas, there's a variety for every taste and recipe. Even with minimal resources, these legumes can transform your meals from bland to bold, giving you the sustenance and energy to face another day. But it's not just their versatility or taste that makes canned beans essential. Their nutritional profile is a lifesaver. High in protein and fiber, they'll help keep you full longer while supporting your body's needs during times of stress. Low in fat and packed with vitamins and minerals, they're the complete package for survival nutrition. And their long shelf life makes them a pantry essential that'll be ready to serve no matter how long the shortages last. 9 canned tuna. Picture this: you're facing empty grocery store aisles. The fresh seafood section is a ghost town, and protein sources are becoming harder and harder to come by. But there's one small can that could be your ticket to survival: canned tuna. It's not just a convenience item anymore, it's a critical resource in your fight to stay healthy and nourished during fall shortages. Canned tuna isn't just food, it's nutrition in a can. Packed with omega-3 fatty acids, this little powerhouse supports heart health, brain function, and keeps your body running when stress and uncertainty are at an all-time high. During a food crisis, you'll need energy, focus, and strength, and omega-3s can help make that possible. But it doesn't stop there. Canned tuna is also high in protein, making it a perfect option when other protein sources, meat, fresh fish, or poultry, are no longer available. And the best part? It's ridiculously versatile and easy to use, requiring minimal prep and zero refrigeration. Need a quick meal? Add tuna to a sandwich, salad, or pasta dish for an instant and hearty fix. Craving something warm? Stir it into casseroles or soups to create comfort food that soothes both your stomach and your spirits. When time and resources are scarce, canned tuna proves itself as an irreplaceable ally. 8 canned vegetables. Picture this grim scenario: store shelves stripped of fresh produce, markets closing their doors, and your options for healthy meals shrinking by the minute. Sounds terrifying, doesn't it? This is where canned vegetables come to your rescue. They're not just a convenience anymore, they're an absolute lifeline when fresh fruits and vegetables become nothing more than a memory. Canned vegetables are more than just a backup plan. They're packed with nutrients, retaining much of the goodness found in fresh produce. Whether it's peas, corn, carrots, green beans, or spinach, these vibrant ingredients provide essential vitamins and minerals to keep you and your family nourished. During a food shortage, when balanced meals are harder to come by, canned vegetables ensure you're getting the nutrition your body desperately needs. But it's their versatility that truly makes them special. Toss them into soups, stews, or casseroles to add a burst of color and flavor. Use them as a side dish to round out a meal, or mix them into stir-fries and pasta for an effortless, nutrient-rich dish. When fresh produce isn't an option, these little cans of goodness turn even the simplest ingredients into something satisfying. And here's the kicker: they last for years. While fresh vegetables wilt and rot, canned vegetables sit patiently in your pantry, ready to nourish you when the world outside feels uncertain and unpredictable. 7 canned soups. Imagine this nightmare-long, empty shelves where once you found fresh ingredients. No chicken, no vegetables, no pantry staples to whip up a meal. What's left? The humble canned soup, a beacon of warmth and nourishment when everything else is out of reach. These cans might look simple, but in a time of food shortages, they could very well be your salvation. Canned soups aren't just about convenience, they're an essential survival tool. From hearty chicken noodle to creamy tomato biscuit, they pack flavors, nutrients, and comfort into every spoonful. When stress is running high and meals feel impossible to plan, a can of soup can offer a moment of solace, a reminder that even during uncertainty, you can still warm your soul with a hearty meal. But there's more. Canned soups are versatile beyond belief. You can use them as is for a quick, satisfying meal, or transform them into something extraordinary. Add rice, pasta, or beans to boost the heartiness. Toss in canned vegetables, shredded meat, or seasonings to turn a simple can into a flavorful creation. A plain chicken soup can become a robust stew, while a can of tomato becomes the backbone of a rich pasta sauce. The possibilities are endless, and creativity is your ally when fresh food runs out. And here's the best part: they have an incredibly long shelf life. They'll sit quietly in your pantry for years, ready to save the day when the worst happens. When fresh ingredients disappear, and time is too short for complicated cooking, these cans will hold the warmth and sustenance you'll need to get through tough times. 6 canned pasta. Picture this: you're staring down a future where running to the store for a quick dinner is no longer an option. The pasta aisle? Empty. Sauces? Gone. The world you knew, where effortless meals were just a few steps away, has vanished. This is where canned pasta becomes your lifesaver. These unassuming cans of ravioli, spaghetti, or macaroni might just be your family's saving grace when the chaos hits its peak. Canned pasta is more than just a throwback to childhood lunches. It's a meal that requires no extra ingredients, no complicated prep, and no guesswork. Pop open a can, heat it up, and in minutes you've got a warm and comforting meal ready to go, even when the world seems to be falling apart. And don't underestimate its mass appeal. This stuff isn't just for picky kids. Adults will find solace in its nostalgic flavors and hearty simplicity. What makes it even more essential is its flexibility. You can go beyond heating it straight out of the can. Toss in some canned vegetables to bulk it up, sprinkle in a bit of your go-to seasoning, or pair it with a protein like canned tuna or chicken to create something that feels gourmet in the face of scarcity. It's survival food that doesn't sacrifice taste or satisfaction. And here's a fact we can't ignore: its long shelf life. While fresh pasta and sauces have become impossible to find, canned pasta sits securely in your pantry, waiting to deliver a fast, filling meal when you need it the most. 5. Canned corn. Now imagine this: a world where fresh produce becomes a rarity, where shelves are barren and the taste of sweet, crunchy vegetables feels like a distant memory. This is where canned corn steps in as an irreplaceable savior. Don't be deceived by its unassuming label or simple appearance. This golden gem in a can can make all the difference when the shortages hit. Canned corn is nothing short of a pantry powerhouse. It's versatile, flavorful, and ready to elevate any meal, even when fresh ingredients are gone. You can add it to salads for a satisfying crunch, mix it into casseroles for an extra layer of flavor, or simply serve it as a standalone side dish that's delicious right out of the can. When times are tough, this humble vegetable transforms into your kitchen superhero. But its magic doesn't stop there. Beyond the basics, canned corn offers endless creativity. Use it in soups, blend it into sauces, or include it in fritters for a quick, hearty snack. And when paired with other canned staples like beans or tomatoes, you can whip up dishes that are as filling as they are tasty. It's food with purpose, designed to nourish and sustain when the world around you starts to crumble. And think about its reliability: a long shelf life keeps it fresh and ready when everything else in your fridge has gone bad. While others fight over the last bag of frozen vegetables, your pantry will hold the sweet secret to survival. 4. Canned soup broth. Picture this chilling reality: store-bought stocks and fresh ingredients wiped off the shelves. What do you do when your soups taste flat, your stews lack depth, and your sauces seem uninspired? This is where canned soup broth becomes your culinary lifeline. A simple can of broth might not seem like much, but in times of scarcity, it's the secret weapon your kitchen desperately needs. This liquid gold is an essential ingredient that unlocks layers of flavor in your dishes. Whether you're crafting a hearty soup to soothe your nerves or a rich stew to keep your family nourished, canned broth provides the base you can build on. It's like having a freshly made stock that took hours of simmering, but it's ready at a moment's notice when there's no time to spare. Canned broth isn't just about soups; it's your go-to for sauces, risottos, and even casseroles. You can use it to enhance rice dishes, deglaze pans, or simply add a burst of flavor to otherwise bland meals. When the world around you feels like it's falling apart, this one can hold the power to transform your cooking into something comforting, filling, and most importantly, survivable. 3. Canned mushrooms. Picture this: fresh mushrooms nowhere to be found, their earthy aroma and meaty texture now just a fading memory. The produce aisles? Empty? The luxurious touch they once added to your dishes gone. This is why canned mushrooms are not just a substitute; they're a survival tool you can't afford to skip. Canned mushrooms bring the flavor and nutritional punch of their fresh counterparts with none of the spoilage worries. Packed with essential nutrients like selenium and B vitamins, they're ready to step in and save your meals when fresh produce vanishes from the shelves. Think of the versatility they offer: risottos that still sing with richness, stir-fries that keep their perfect umami kick, and hearty pasta dishes that feel indulgent, even when times are tough. But don't stop there. These shelf-stable fungi can be sautéed, tossed into soups, or blended into sauces to create depth and richness in any dish. They're the answer to keeping your meals comforting and flavorful, even as the world faces shortages. Their long shelf life ensures you have them on hand when fresh food becomes nothing more than a memory. Don't hesitate; secure your stock of canned mushrooms now. Because when the shortages tighten their grip, you'll be grateful for their earthy touch in an otherwise bleak pantry landscape. 2. Canned corned beef. As shelves empty and fresh meat becomes a distant memory, one protein-packed hero could stand between you and hunger: canned corned beef. Don't underestimate its unassuming tin. What lies inside is a powerhouse of nourishment, designed to outlast the toughest of times. When shortages hit hard, this shelf-stable staple will be your saving grace. Canned corned beef is your ultimate survival food. With its long shelf life, it provides a ready-to-eat option packed with protein to keep you and your family fueled during an uncertain few. Straight from the can, it's a hearty dish on its own, a quick, satisfying solution in times of desperation. But the magic truly lies in its versatility. Create a savory hash with potatoes for a comforting, filling meal. Stack it in sandwiches to make every bite feel indulgent. Or fry it up for a crispy, salty side that pairs perfectly with rice, eggs, or even a meager stash of vegetables. Its durability is unmatched, no refrigeration needed, no spoilage concerns, just shelf-stable reliability. When the shortages deepen while others struggle to find protein sources, you'll have this meaty miracle waiting. Canned corned beef doesn't just feed you, it offers a piece of reassurance, a bite of comfort when everything else feels uncertain. 1. Canned pumpkin. When the world shifts into chaos and fresh produce disappears from the shelves, one overlooked gem in the canned food aisle could become your secret weapon: canned pumpkin. Don't be fooled into thinking this is only for Halloween pies. Canned pumpkin is a powerhouse of nutrition and versatility, ready to step in when your kitchen feels barren and uninspired. Packed with essential vitamins like C and E, as well as fiber to keep you healthy and fuller for longer, canned pumpkin is more than just a treat, it's a lifeline. With fresh vegetables becoming as rare as a lottery win during a shortage, this nutrient-rich option will be your pantry's saving grace. Its smooth, sweet flavor can transform meals into moments of comfort, even when times are bleak. Think beyond pies. Use it to make hearty pumpkin soup that warms you on a chilly night, or bake it into muffins that brighten even the darkest of days. Whisk it into creamy sauces or add it to pancakes for a surprisingly indulgent twist. The options are endless, and when food becomes scarce, versatility is everything. Most importantly, canned pumpkin boasts an impressive shelf life, allowing you to stockpile it without fear of spoilage. While others panic over their dwindling fresh supplies, you'll have a stash of this orange jackpot ready to nourish and uplift your family.